Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Brian here back with another video, and today we're going to be looking at 5 random things that we can find in El Califate, Argentina. Uh, Califate is in the southwestern part of Argentina. We're pretty much right on the bottom here. And it's also situated on a lake, Lago Argentino. It has a population of about 20,000 people, and it was officially founded in 1927. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be finding 5 random things, and we're going to be reviewing them on 5 categories out of 5 stars. So for the first category, it's going to be location, style or what it is, pictures, reviews, and then finally finishing off with curb appeal. So that's what we're going to be doing. So without further ado, let's take a look. All right, so the first thing that we found, because we're situated by water and everything like that, this huge lake, is on the northern part of the city. We have an observation deck. It's about 5 stars, 660 reviews, so that's pretty good. And it also has a website. So we'll be taking a look at that website. First review is 4 stars. When I did look at pictures of Caliphate, the first pictures that came up, let me see if I can show you real quick, actually. So the first thing that came up is glaciers and ice. Well, this is a nice picture, but that's, I'm not really sure what to expect. So let's see what the pictures look like for Mirador. Can we see the observation deck itself? Hmm, yes. Yes, I am assuming that is the observation deck because we're looking at a glacier. So, wow, we actually can. Fine. Um, Needs to make the picture smaller. So we can see the observation deck. It's pretty well built, up to standard. Has an interesting view and landscape. I wonder if you can see on top of that better. 'Cause that looks very interesting. Oh, it's very rigid. Now, is that stone or is that a glacier? Here's this lady enjoying her vacation in the winter. Um, Flamingos or flamenco, as they say in Spanish. Wow. I do know that they do get penguins at some parts. Oh, here we go. Urban Nature Preserve, this protected area, ecological cycles. So here, the highest water level arrives at the end of summer when snow and glaciers are melting, February and March. Oh yeah, that's right. It gets summer in their winter or in our winter. So it freezes in winter, June and July, and is nearly empty in the springtime. That's so crazy. When it's very cold and at its highest, October, November. Um, Maybe we'll see a picture of a penguin. Unlikely, but we could. We are here. 2012 troll face. Um, Condor. 2017 to 2020. So this is actually pretty modern, or at least the signage is. Observation deck, maybe? Pretty cool. And that's the water. It's a little park area. Not bad. The glacier. That thing's freaking huge. You know how like in the movies, or not even in movies, but like in videos where people will stand on top of a frozen lake and they'll hit the ground and it'll make like very interesting sounds. It's like well, it sounds like creaky wood, but it's not. Um, Other times it can sound like screeching. But I'm curious what those glaciers sound like when they're moving and melting. So, park, that's that's the vibe. That is the vibe. So, a lot of nice bird pictures, a lot of things like that. I mean, we can look at all bajillion pictures because it's a touristy spot. So, very nice on the pictures. Very nice. For the reviews, flamingos, glaciers, ducks, mate. Was told we might see a flamingo, and we did. Decently close, and we were told it was unlikely to see them close anyway. Boardwalk was a little worn down, but able to see lots of birds. Um, you can see wild ducks. It's a free park. Um, Boardwalk is a little broken and lots of horse poop. Um, where it's hard to tell where it's water. That smells well. Gym needs equipment for free. It's decent though. You can see horses and birds. More to see animals in the mountains. Awesome in the winter. And we saw Chilean flamingos, so they're from Chile. Or that's just their breed. Good spot for photos. Tourist town is the gateway for Moreno Glacier, where it is definitely visit points. Wow, that's a really cool picture. And then we see the little boardwalk down there. So we get to see what it is. But they say it's a little run down, so that's kind of unfortunate. Oh no, we're getting sucked into pictures again. Reviews. Beautiful spot for bird watching. Plenty of parking. The wooden deck is broken, so it's unfortunately broken. But yeah. Oh well. They have a website, so let's take a look at their website. Open 24 hours. Most parks are dusk to dawn, or dawn to dusk. What is this? Privileged location. Jesus. Oh, they're selling a hotel just a few meters from the shopping center. Privileged. Glacier privilege. We don't care about any of this. Not my concern. So, does it have curb appeal? I took a glance as well ahead of time. This city is pretty Google friendly, so at least for their street view. So we're gonna get some pretty good street view. This is the boardwalk. There's that hole that guy was talking about. There's that other hole that guy was talking about. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's a little broken. Um, nice. Not sure what that is, but we have a nice little park, boardwalk. I mean, some signs, plaques to kind of guide people. Little conservation sign. Pretty cool. This is actually pretty cool. So yeah, so that's pretty cool. What I keep saying it. What's this road? 2025. Random workout equipment, recycling. That's good. It's always good. But the real park, I think, is below, which is where we were. See more dates. 2014. This is pretty much the same. The guy changed his house color. Good for him. There goes the neighborhood. Okay. Was that graffiti that happened? Now it's red. All right. So I think that's gonna do it for what we needed to see. So let's give a review of the Marauder um, for location. 5-star location. It has a really nice boardwalk. I mean, it's a little rundown of a boardwalk, but on the water, lots of nice wildlife. You get to see glaciers. Um, it's pretty much where you expect it to be and in a good spot. So location 5 stars. Style or what it is a riverfront park. That's exactly what it is. So style, we're going to give a 5 stars as well. Um, pictures, pictures were pretty good. We saw a couple that were of the boardwalk itself. We got sucked into glacier pictures and flamingos, but I really enjoyed the pictures. They were informative. So pictures we're gonna give a 5 as well. Reviews, the reviews did fantastic. However, however, unfortunately, there are some criticisms about well, the smell of the area as well as the deterioration of the wood and the structure. So for reviews, we're probably going to give a 4 star. It still did pretty well. It still did pretty well. So we'll give it that. Curb appeal, a 5 stars. We saw this. We can go to it. So we saw this. This tells us exactly it. I mean, obviously there's going to be some damage because, we've read that in reviews, but this is the curb. Um, Park. Workout equipment and park, conservation signs, a really nice color scheme, red brick, wood over here. This is like the paved way if they needed cars or anything like that. Well, psych, but um, yeah, curb appeal 5 stars. This is style. So that is going to do it for the Marauder. I wish there was, more to say, but its name is just Marauder. So that's going to do it for the Marauder. Those are all the stats that we put up. So on to our next location. So we found a really good place just down the road. This is on a pretty busy road, I guess like the highway. So this is on the north left side of Califate. It is Club Andino Lago Argentino. As we remember, Lago Argentino is the lake, so it's the club lake. It is 5 star rock climbing gym with about 100 reviews. It has an Instagram, and it's open till 10 o'clock. It opens in the afternoon until 10 o'clock. So we'll have to take a look at that Instagram. Quick peek of the reviews. Ooh, 8 years ago. 5 star though, so pretty good. Let's take a look at some pictures. This is the outside of the building. This is Lago Argentino. This is the inside. Okay, so that's the rock wall that they're climbing. It's like upside down. Pretty crazy. And they also have some outdoor rock wall climbing. That's pretty good. Here is their logo, 1984. So they've been around for like 40 years. This is another rock wall that they climb. So it looks like inside it's a lot of walls, which is good. It actually looks like it's going to be tons of fun. I'm afraid of heights, but I think this would be tons of fun. Huh. Yeah, there's a lot of good walls in there. Odd way to describe a building, but for a rock wall, oh, here we go. Yeah, it's like different sections and such. For a rock wall, this is pretty solid. And then was that reception? Yeah. So that's the front desk. Pretty standard. Um, Same place maybe? Club logo. Club Andino. My bad. Club Andino. Lago. Argentino. Um, yeah, pretty nice walls. Pretty good structure for climbing. I mean, people would love this. The people, people would love this. Bouldering. That's what they're calling it, I guess. Um, wow. Got a lot of diversity to it, which is pretty good. I mean, when you want rock wall climbing, you want a lot of diversity. You want all these random shapes and structures and whatnot, like rounded, um, small, large, you know. So this is pretty cool. Um, okay, let's take a look at some reviews. T, skating. Oh, because they went skating. Rental agreement. Um, Great climbing gym with good walls and great staff. Really helpful. The guy gave us lots of information about the outdoor walls near El Califate. Califate. I don't know. Califate, I think. Climbing and much more. Special events are held on weekends. You can rent the place for birthdays and climbing. Climbing school. Whoa. Climbing school. Bouldering is excellent. With new holds and a fun modern setup, it's very well equipped with a warm up stretching room. The view is beautiful. Yeah, they uh they really nailed it, to be honest. This is what people want. We rented skates and they recommended places to use them, arranged a taxi, and suggested coordinating our return using the sign. They also gave us safety tips. The guys were amazing and helpful. It was an amazing experience. P.S. They post our rental days and availability on Instagram. So they do business out of Instagram. $2,000. You can rent skates and sleds for 3 hours. You must bring an ID. In July 2022, we rented 4 pairs of skates and sleds for $2,000. Jesus, bro. Um, let's see. 2,000 Argentina dollars to USD. Oh, about $1.50. Okay. That's a little more reasonable. But could you imagine? You're like, oh, I'd like to rent some ice skates, please. 2 grand. We had the opportunity to visit the club, Club Andino. Frozen Lake, with no experience skating on ice. Um, Not a march on the path. There's no Coast Guard. Well, I mean, it's not like an indoor ice skating rink. It's the lake. They're not responsible for the lake. Everything you need to get climbing. Knowledgeable instructors, a great atmosphere, and everything you need. The only requirement is have fun. Diverters or divertise. Have fun. Great place for climbing. Very welcoming. Excellent staff. Good facility. Great atmosphere. So fun, but they fail or an organization. No transfers. Um, these reviews are quite old. That one's 2 years. I think that was the most recent that we saw. But oh, 8 months, 3 months, 2 days, 2 days. So okay, there's more business further down. But that's gonna do it for the reviews. They seem pretty good. People are upset by something they can't control, so but the building and the people, it seems fine. Instagram. Let's see what their Instagram looks like. Club Andino Lago Argentino logo. Um, this kind of makes sense. We're looking for organization, really. It's gonna make me sign up. Patines, ice skating. So basically ice skating, rock climbing, sledding. I'm assuming trekking means sledding. Jesus, $14,000. 6 grand for an adult. Um, what is this? Oh, it's not gonna let me see it. Probably CPR. Oh, it is CPR. Um, okay, but they don't really have a website other than Instagram, so I can't see how recent that was, or at least that post is. Um, yeah, it's just not gonna let me. Oh well. So lastly, curve appeal. Looks like it's in a corner. That's it. Oh my God, that's it. A trampoline too. Oh my God, kids would love this place. I don't know what that says. It's the whole building. I think that's pretty impressive too. That's a dramatic jump, but they have some pretty good parking. They're right on top of a hill of a gorgeous lake, and the building is actually pretty big. I imagine it being one of those things where it looks small on the outside, but it's huge on the inside. There's the logo. That's pretty much all we can see out of that. Pedestrian sign. Again, beautiful, gorgeous lake. So let's go ahead and give our review of Club Andino Lago Argentino. So first off, location, 5-star location. It's right on a busy road. It's right on top of a hill overlooking a lake. It also is on a corner, so you get 2 roads and tons of parking. Location is 5 stars off the charts. Style or what it is, also 5 stars. This is clearly a rock climbing recreation place. I mean, that's what it is. Everything about it is rock wall climbing. So, style, 5 stars. Pictures, 5 stars. They did so well in the pictures. So well. Look at all that variety. Like, 5 stars. Come on. Um, Reviews, we're also going to give reviews of 5. People really enjoyed it. A lot of humbleness. There was some people that didn't understand that, they can't really control the lake. So we're going to give them the 5 that they deserve. 4.5, we're going to make that 5. And lastly, curb appeal, also a 5. I mean, it's, you've seen it, you know what it is. Good parking, 2 roads. I mean, my God, this is this is pretty good curb appeal. Yeah, I would take this any day of the week. I mean, maybe I could do a little bit more on this side, but honestly, it does what it needs to. And you can even see on the other side that there's rock wall climbing and a trampoline. Like, you know what this is. So, we're gonna give it that 5 stars. With that being said, that is going to do it for Club Andino Lago Argentino. And on to our next location. All right, so for the next place that we found a pharmacy, Farmacia Buenos Vientos. Um, I've heard those words before, but I'm not 100% sure what the name means. So, it's in the southern part to the left more of Califate. This would be more of, I would imagine, uh, residential, church, school, mechanic. So this is more like where people live, which is good because you want a pharmacy like that, but it's also on a main road as well. So we have this, which kind of makes it even better, a resort. That's not a resort. Don't lie to me. Anyway, um, 5 stars, 17 reviews, um, no website, no hours, first peak 5 star review. We're probably all gonna get 5 stars. What's this? Theater. Um, so let's take a look at some pictures. This is the front. If they can show us this during our street view, then that's pretty solid. This is the inside. It's clean. It's coherent. It makes sense. Rounded desk, which is kind of interesting, but yeah, I mean, for a narrow store, they're doing pretty fine. Out front, they have some things that they're that they're selling. This is the street view, by the way, so we'll come to that later. Um, oh my God, I almost laughed so hard. Reviews, 5 star reviews, excellent service. You guys asked for it and you get it. All payment methods accepted. Great variety in skincare, cosmetics, hair dyes. Um, excellent service, excellent service, excellent service. Excellent. The remedy. I couldn't find it at any pharmacy. They found it. Geniuses. Professional advice. 5 stars. Random three. A year ago. 6 months ago. A year ago. This is a pretty new place, it looks like. Yeah, this is a pretty new place. So, um, let's go into Street View. Oh my God. So the reason why I laugh so hard is the building just stands right out, right? There's not much color. Well, this building's bright red, but there's not a whole lot of color. And then you see this bright blue building that says Buenos Vientos. Pretty funny. Has a nice sidewalk. Uh, nice stairs leading up. I mean, it's pretty polished. I mean, the thing looks brand new, so it's pretty polished. At least the bench out front for sitting. There's those call to actions. They're kind of blurry, but we can see them. So that guy that took that one picture. Um, there's also more writing on the door. Oof. Um, yeah, I mean, curb appeal is a 5. Come on, dude. That building is recognizable for sure. August 2025 as well. So this is really recent. So with that being said, let's give our review of the Farmacia Buenos Vientos. For location, 5 star location. It is in a residential area. It's on a busy street, quote unquote busy street. Um, it's accessible to people. It's very accessible to people. So we're gonna give that a 5 stars. For style, it's got style. Clearly it has some some style, but style we're also gonna give it 5 stars. It's a very sleek modern building. On the inside, very well kept, clean, organized. it has style to it. It has style. So, pictures, there wasn't a whole lot of pictures. This is a brand new place. So, first one's a product picture. Second one is a guy, and then Street View. But, so for pictures, we're gonna give it a two, unfortunately, just because there was only two pictures. Yeah, it's fair to give him a two. Um, reviews, all the reviews seem really, really well. They're all recent, but they all seem really, really well. So we're gonna give it a four just because a lot of them are new. If they were more established and longer term, then we'll give them that five. But this is a new startup, so we'll give it a four. Curb appeal, 5 stars, 100%, because this building is very recognizable. So that is going to do it for the Farmacia Buenos Vientos, and we're going to be looking at our next location. All right, so for the next random thing that we found a photography service. It is in the middle. Come on, it's in the middle of the left part of Califate. I'm not really sure what this area really is, other than tourism. Also, these are misleading for sure. Some of these pictures are misleading, but yeah, I'm not really sure. This isn't. I mean, the guy's probably running it right out of his shop. I can kind of take a guess, just by this little picture down bottom right. So we have Acarez Fotografia en Patagonia. It is a 5 star, 30 reviews photography service. Western part of Caliphate. Um, it does have a website, 9 to 8:30, so 9 to 9. It does have a website, so we'll take a look at that. It's probably going to be his portfolio. Quick glance, 5 stars. Looks like all these pictures or all these reviews are going to be 5 stars. The first I've ever seen a solid 5 stars from Google. Usually it's like 4.9, like the last one, or like a 4.5. So let's see what the pictures look like. Lago Argentino, Lake Argentina. Whoa, is that mountain lion? Here's his prices. Um, 150 USDs, American dollars. This is written in Spanish and partly English. So, hmm. Oh well, we'll maybe see on the website. I'm pregnant. She's not pregnant, she's just holding her stomach. But they went to Lago Argentino. It's written in French. Very interesting. What kind of relations do the French have with Argentina? That's whatever. The contract, maybe? That's the vibe. And that's the building. Yeah, I guess that's the building. It's a puppy. He's like, what is this Google guy doing? He's driving crazy. So, that's going to do it for the pictures. Let's see the reviews. Charismatic. Cougar. It was a cougar. Talented artist. Wonderful photographer. Luigi. His name is Luigi. I hired him in Califate in the glacier area, and he was a huge help with the photos. Incredible. Top notch. Luigi's attention. Lewis, Lewis's photography was good. Lewis is more than excellent. Uh-oh. Uh, ooh, good for them. They got married. Oh my God. Um, is the guy's name Lewis or Luigi? I'm very curious. It might be Lewis. Lewis. If I see another Luigi, then I'm thinking it's going to be two different guys, but I think his name is actually Lewis. 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars. Lewis, yeah. 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars. 3 years. Okay, so we got some older ones. Um, let's see that website. This is 100% going to be a portfolio. Translate to English, yes. Professional photography. Perito Moreno Glacier. Perito Moreno on Lago Argentino. Love of eternal ice. Teams that conquer Patagonia. Your hotel, your brand. So this guy promotes local tourism. Um, what's his Instagram look like? His name is Lewis. It's not Luigi, it's Lewis. So that's what he looks like. A lot of wildlife pictures. This could have been organized a little bit better. Um, she said yes. Do you have a WhatsApp? No, get out of here. Um, Esperella. No, I don't want that. Services. Oh, come on, dude. Just tell me what the prices are. My prices are negotiable. Just give me a number. Book the session. Oh, Jesus. I don't know. Anyway, slowing down my computer. Give me all sorts of ads, probably. Anyway, so, um, let's look at the street view again. I am not confident that this is a good street view. Or curb appeal, I should say. This housing development is really interesting. More modern than the other two. I guess this is the place though. So kind of whatever. Kind of whatever. Not impressed. With that being said, let's go ahead and give a review of the Acaraz Photografia and Patagonia. First off, being location. Location, it is a 4. No, we'll say a 3. Um, yeah, I would say a 3, just because you could have done a little bit better. You could have been elsewhere. You could have been elsewhere. Plus the area is kind of, I don't know, I'm not really sure what this area is. But location a 3. Style, from what we've seen, same thing on the website. The website's kind of odd. Um, I would probably give style also a 3. I get it's a photography service. They made that very clear, but also like, you know, could have done a little bit more professionalism in getting like an office and things like that. Just having a place that's probably not your house. So we're probably gonna give that 3. Pictures were good. A lot of good pictures. They didn't seem very cheesy and overselly. It's a pretty fair portfolio, but of course there's no location or place of the building, so there's no pictures of the guy's house. So pictures we're gonna give it a 4. Yeah, we'll give it a 4. Reviews. Reviews are gonna give a five. It it called the guy by his wrong name. He's not Luigi, his name's Lewis. But um Luigi does love his work. Too funny, too funny. So reviews are gonna give a five. They've earned it. And then lastly, curb appeal. Well, the curb wasn't really there, so we're probably gonna give curb appeal a three because it just wasn't very impressive. So that is going to do it for the Acares, Photographia, and Panagonia. And on to our final random thing. All right, so for our final thing we found is Guarderia Canine Charlie. It is a dog daycare center in the northeastern part of Califate. It's kind of in a more, I don't know what this kind of area is. Maybe another housing area. This is like wealthy suburban area, we'll say. Uh, because it definitely has like, well, what's all this stuff? A cabana. Oh yeah, those are some nice suburban houses. So this is a nicer area. Maybe it's being ran out of the guy's shop. Hopefully not. Hopefully it's like an actual building. So, 400 reviews. Again, pretty much 5 stars. It does have a website, so we'll be taking a look at the website. Um, quick peek at the reviews. Like, uh-oh, income. First one's 5 stars, 3 months. So, first review is pretty good. So let's take a look at some pictures. I could be mispronouncing that, but I'm pretty sure that says Charlie. Washing the dog. It's a happy dog. So they have like a little outside fence enclosure area. They also have little ramps and things for the dog. So it looks like they have some interactions and toys. Fence, a nice bench for the people. People can just come and do whatever. A little ramp for the dogs. I think dog is perro in Spanish. El perro. So this gives us a lot of insight. There's a bench for the humans. There's a wheel for the dogs. There is um a bridge. They have a fence. Maybe another fence. Oh, it's a fence with flowers, so that they're peeing on the flowers. Uh, wow, rocking swing, nice. Or a rocking chair, swing chair. I don't know what that's called, but that's pretty cool. This is their logo. This is their gate. Oh my God, dude! If we could see this in the curb appeal, oh, dude, that would be amazing. Very modern building. Yes, this is a nice suburban area. More wealthy people here. If you can afford a dog, you're pretty wealthy. Or afford to take care of a dog, really. Dogs can get expensive. Uh, it looks like they also do shaving and grooming. Here's this good boy in the winter playing with the other good boy that also looks identical or pretty close. Oh, look at them having fun. Is that the building? Yes. So that's also part of the building. Place is huge. This is the inside. Here's what we're looking for. This is the inside. So they're just kind of in cages or whatever. You're teaching them. And they have a van. They have a dog van. So that's going to do it for the pictures. A lot of dog pictures. I mean, who would have thought about the dog? A dog daycare. There would be lots of dog pictures. 3 months ago, we brought out dog for one day, so we can visit the glaciers. Great service. Thank you. 1000% recommended. We were extremely happy to find Charlie and his family. We brought our Chihuahua Maui to Califate. We left our dog to visit the park, came back very happy and tired pup. Yeah, the dog was probably gonna have a blast. They look after your pets with love. They care. So this is actually a pretty good dog daycare. Yeah, people love this. Wow. 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Okay, so 3 years ago it's at least established. But yeah, this is well loved. So let's take a look at a website. Translate that bad boy to English. Hello, dog daycare, canine aesthetics, who we are, contacts. Buenos dias. That's not what it says, but that's my mind in Spanish. It is always buenos dias. Hairdresser, 14 years of experience. Whoops, I need to search that up. 14 years of experience. Uh, peace of mind. Charlie and Allie. So those are the guys. Well, guy and girl. I think that they're a couple. Good, good, good. Look at all these pictures. 5-star reviews. Pretty well, pretty well, pretty well. How much is the service? How much is your service? Let's see. 24 hours with the dog every day. The daycare itself is 9 a.m. to 7, 9 to 7. I want to reserve. WhatsApp? Come on, bro. How much is it? Just tell me the price. Bring a bed. Do you have a freezer? My dog takes medication. When do I have to pay? To reserve the spot, you don't need to leave a sign. Paid at the end. Oh, so if your dog was a huge pain in the ass, they're like, all right, we're gonna have to charge you more. Canine aesthetics. Can't we just get a price? Shoot me a price. We apologize, but at the moment we are not taking new shifts for the hairdressing service. We do not have an upcoming date. Oh, come on, bro. Oh well. We'll never know the price. So let's see the curb appeal. Oh, you're joking. Can we get a glimpse of it? Uh, oh, 2014. Um, well, that's a little disappointing. It's a field. It's a farm. So, oh well. Um, maybe this town just is very new. Let's see. See if it's all built up in the modern day, then this is all just brand new development. Where are we looking? I think we should be looking the other way. This way. Um, yeah, I would imagine all that stuff is brand new developments. Well, no, 2014. I don't know. They could have just kept expanding it. So, Curb appeal, very unfortunate, but a one. There's no curb. It's 2014, so it's too new. So let's go ahead and give our review of the Guarderia Caninea Charlie. So for location, location of three. It's outside the city, and it serves a very niche area. Um, the area itself is kind of like new and not developed yet. So we're gonna give a location a three. Style, five. From what we saw, it's got style. Once again, uh, a sleek outside, branding, logos. Um, we saw a little bit of the inside. We saw that it had things for the dogs to do. It had grooming services at one point. I guess not anymore, but it had what it really wanted. It had really wanted. So style will give it a five. Pictures, pictures are also a five. I mean, look at all those cute dogs. I'm more of a cat guy, but lots of cute dogs. That is a good boy. Anyway, so pictures will give a five. Reviews, we're also going to give a five. The reviews were very well. Um, they are established at least for 3 years, so we can say that they're old and, you know, legit. They're legit. So we'll give reviews a five as well. But unfortunately for curb appeal, we're going to hit them with that 1 star. It doesn't exist. So unfortunately, no curb, 1 star. And that's just how it is. So that is going to do it for the Guarderia Canine Charlie doggy daycare. With that being said, on to our final reviews of all the places that we saw. All right, so here we are at the Secretariat de Turismo, which is, I guess, the government building for tourism for El Califate. We are here to make our final decision. I'm going to go ahead and put those stats up on the board. If you did enjoy today's video, please be sure to leave a like. And if you enjoy my content, please be sure to subscribe and follow for more. I do upload pretty often, so please be tuned for that. Yeah, if you did enjoy today's video, please leave a like. And tune in next time when we find another random city in the world and review what it has to offer. So, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you then.